Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is time for your Nintendo recap. First up is Switch 2 pre-orders. They are hitting a bit of a tariff snag. So Switch 2 units have actually shipped to the US, but pre-orders are still on hold. But why? So the potential tariffs from President Trump, Nintendo's evaluating still how they'll impact the $449 price tag. Hopefully it won't go up anymore. We just don't know. But with Vietnam and Trump negotiating trade terms right now, hopefully things will settle, the dust will settle, and we'll start to pre-order. I'm getting a little antsy, okay? April 9th is tomorrow. Oh man, it's sad to see everybody pre-ordering, but the US is just sitting here. No firm date yet. It's a curveball for launch plans, of course, but there's not much that Americans can do right now. But my advice would be to make sure, if you are a Nintendo Switch Online user, if you've got 50 plus gameplay hours through your Nintendo Switch Online account, you can actually sign up for Nintendo's own store pre-order. Check it out. Go to your My Nintendo account. You can register your interest, as they call it. We won't find out if you have a Switch through that method until May 8th. So we'll keep an eye on that one. We'll keep an eye on these tariffs, and hopefully the dust settles with all this pre-order madness in the US. How do you think this delay will play out? Do you think that the price is going to go up? Is it going to be drastic? Let me know what you think. Next, Donkey Kong Bananza has an interesting surprise. Now, just a heads up, this is leak territory. So spoiler alert, potential spoiler alert here. We are entering leak/speculation territory. This very well could spoil, honestly, a big part of the game for you. So if you don't want to listen to this, if you haven't really been caught up on Donkey Kong news the past couple of days, then ignore this and skip ahead. But a leaked image from Nintendo's Korean site has us Nintendo fans going bananas. So if you see this image floating around X, it's real. It's from the Korean site, and it has Pauline on the cover instead of that little purple rock guy that we expected. Nintendo's been quiet so far. Silence, like nothing about this. It's really intriguing. Pauline's been around since the 80s, way back in the day when the original Donkey Kong arcade game. It's like she is that princess, that woman that you're saving in the game. But she really made a comeback onto the Mario scene in Super Mario Odyssey on the OG Switch. If she really is in this game, and it looks like it's a kid version of her, I'm all for it. It looks so awesome. Kind of gives me Boo and Sully vibes from Monsters, Inc. That would be a fun dynamic to this game, and would make for an interesting story. What do you think about this crazy leak? When do you think Nintendo is finally going to say, hey, that little purple rock thing is actually Pauline? Yes, the story is this. You know what I mean? Do you think they'll just stay silent till the game is released, and then we'll all be blown away? Like, whoa, hey, Pauline's in this. It's not a rock. Moving on, Switch 2 game prices have stirred the pot vigorously. The president of Nintendo of America, Doug Bowser, spoke to CNBC about Switch 2 game costs and a lot more. And the reason for increased game prices? Well, he said they're variable. His own words here.
What should we be expecting in the Switch 2 generation as far as how much we're going to be spending on these games?
Yeah, I would say that we're not really looking to establish a benchmark for pricing. We look at every game and every experience and determine what we believe is the right price point based on that experience. You've had a chance to play Mario Kart World and see how deeply immersive it is and how fun it is. And we haven't shown everything yet. We still have a Mario Kart World Direct that'll be coming that'll show even the deeper feature set. So we believe, based on the depth and breadth of the play and the repeatability of the play over time, the pricing that we announced is the right pricing. But again, other games like you mentioned, Donkey Kong Bananza, it's going to be at a $70 price point, because that is what we feel is the right price point for that particular gaming experience.
So there's no standard price, basically.
There's no standard price.
What about for third-party titles? Is that kind of up to the developer?
That's exactly right. It's really their choice based, again, on the type of gameplay experience that they're bringing.
So Mario Kart World's $79, Donkey Kong Bananza's $69. Some might climb higher, I guess, some might be less. He stated that there is no set standard. we could probably anticipate seeing some weird fluctuations in pricing. During the Nintendo Treehouse live streams, fans were there in full force, spamming drop the price, and it was pretty funny. Seems like Nintendo's not giving in, though the 3DS, there was a cut in price back when it was released. So that kind of gives some faint hope. Either way, I would stock up on eShop cards right now, because that $79, $69 very well could be a standard, even though we were told it's not. What do you think about this variable pricing? Will we see some classic $59 games, or is this really a new standard being set despite what Mr. Bowser had stated? Finally, we got some Switch 2 tidbits here. Just a bit more about some features and some confirmation on some things that we've been hearing. Switch 2 details the Joy-Cons 2. That's what they're called, the Joy-Con 2. That's going to be interesting. I might just call them Joy-Cons still. Joy-Cons on Switch 2. I don't know, Joy-Con 2? Maybe I have to get used to saying Joy-Con 2. Joy-Con 2 is skipping the Hall effect sticks, but it seems as though they are built fresh from the ground up for this console. So it doesn't mean Nintendo is ignoring the drift issue again. It just seems as though maybe they're not wanting to address it head on because they don't want to dive into that again. I don't know, but it seems like they are addressing it in the hardware. But really, only time will tell. Once we get these into the hands of ourselves, into the hands of the consumers, then we'll really know if drift is still there. There have been reports from hands-on testers at the hands-on event the other day that said analog sticks feel solid. They feel good. But I mean, we won't really know until we have some good chunks of hours sunken into this whole thing. It's been confirmed by Nintendo that there is no native achievement system. Though Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom might use the Nintendo mobile app for something that's kind of similar to an achievement system, is what it looks like. It'll be interesting to see what exactly that is, because I don't know. I feel like if those two games are doing something like that, maybe Nintendo will implement an achievement system of sorts in the mobile app again for other games. Who knows? I wish it was native on the system. Like, that would be much better, obviously. But I mean, if this is the closest we get to an achievement system, I'll take it. But we'll have to see once we get our hands on those upgraded versions of the games, see what it's like. Switch 1 users, the OG Switch. Those of you that have owned an original Switch, the Switch 1, what are we calling it now? The OG Switch? Just Switch? Just the Nintendo Switch? No, I feel like that's not going to work. The OG Switch, Switch 1. Those of you that have owned one can all agree that the eShop has been terrible. So bad. Since the beginning. It really has been so bad. It's been slow, it's been clunky. It's so hard to just hop on there and buy a game. It takes forever to search things. It is just a very messy and clunky shop, okay? It needs to be better. Switch 2's eShop should be better. It's been reported that there is no music in the eShop, just like Switch 1. From what we've seen for the Switch 2 eShop, it does look like it could be better. So I hold out hope for that. But what do you think? Do you miss the UI and the music of the Wii days? Are you hoping for some sort of achievement system implemented in the future, even if it's on the mobile app? Or would you rather just not have one at that point? Is Nintendo skipping on the Hall effect analog sticks an issue? Do you think that there will be drift again? Let me know what you think. Well, there you go. That's your Nintendo recap. Share your thoughts below. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, I post gameplay videos, but the days in between, Tuesday and Thursday, and then maybe I'll do maybe there will be a double feature on Saturday. But Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays, I'll be posting Nintendo recaps to keep you updated on everything happening with Nintendo and Nintendo Switch 2. I'm still debating whether or not I want to make this a daily thing. I guess I'm sort of ramping up to that point, but we'll see. Anyway, let me know what you think. I'll see you next time.